Hello everybody, this is Conquering History Games, and welcome back to another campaign here in Hearts of Iron 4, the Equestria at War mod. Today is going to be the start of what's going to be a longer campaign than the first two that I've done. I'm going to be playing as the Griffonian Empire, so we're going to be taking a more major trip over to the eastern continent, and I'm going to spend a little bit of time here at the start explaining the lore behind what is going on here. Let's start by reading the brief history. The Griffonian Empire, once stretching across most of Griffonia, has long been known as the sick bird of Griffonia. Revolution and corruption took hold of the empire and its vast lands, breaking it apart one by one. Today, the empire is left with nothing but a fraction of its territory, filled with dissatisfied nobles and commoners. The current emperor, Grover V, is not expected to have long left until death claims his life. And with his only heir to the throne being underage, the empire is soon to face crisis once more. Will the Empire survive this new age? Will internal conflict shatter it once and for all? Can Imperial glory be reclaimed once more? Alright, so we're going to be playing as the Griffonian Empire. Going to keep the historical AI focuses on. Actually, no, we're going to turn them off. We're going to turn them. No, we'll turn them on this time. We'll have more time with them off in the future. We're gonna keep them on for right now. Let's hop into it, and I'm gonna, again, just spend a little bit of time here explaining what is going on. Also, as far as the music goes, again, while there are new music tracks in this mod, which you definitely should check out, we are listening today to the Songs of Europa Universalis Rome soundtrack, because I don't know which of these songs are copyrighted and which are not. So, sorry everybody. Anyway. Going back to this continent, we're gonna talk a little bit about the context of it first. So the Empire, that's us right here, has existed for 300 years officially. But before that, there were a lot of kings and lords throughout Griffonia's history that would claim hegemony over their fellows. The Empire itself was formally united in the year 705, so we're in the year 1007 right now, when Grover of Griffonstone ascended to the throne of Griffonstone as Grover I. So Griffonstone is over here. It's actually outside of our territory right now. And that's in the thumbnail. The background picture that you're seeing is supposed to be, it's my understanding, it's supposed to be an image of Griffonstone itself. Anyway, so Grover I, with the help of the Idol of Boreas, and after fighting several wars against the kings of Wingbardi and Aquileia, the defeat of them allowed him to force the various petty kings of Griffonia to recognize him as the first emperor or imperator of all Griffonia. His dynasty would go on to rule the empire for the next 300 years and would eventually lose the Idol of Boreas, the disappearance of which is often cited as the beginning of the empire's troubles. And around the year 964, when Grover V was just 10 years old and very sick, he ascended to the throne of the empire after his father, Grover IV, died due to a stroke. And what was supposed to be a short regency until the empire became of age turned into a cascade of debauchery, decadence, and stupidity on the part of the nobility, as due to the young emperor's frail nature, the regency lasted well into 978. So he would have been about 34 by the time he actually officially becomes emperor. Am I doing the right math there right? No, absolutely not. 24. He was 24 before his regency ended. But during that time, the nobility slowly chipped away at imperial power while consolidating their own, and as the imperial bureaucracy decayed and the aristocracy strengthened, more and more depraved plans were being concocted in the shadows to get rid of the empire once and for all. So we see here we have the central Griffonian Empire, but if we look at our diplomacy, we've got subject states. So kind of think of it like the Austrian Empire when you're playing Kaiserreich in Hearts of Iron 4, where these guys are nominally part of the Griffonian Empire, but they're also separate. So if you look here, see they are a nominal vassal of a foreign power. If we click on these various little countries. Huh, that's odd, this one doesn't have a portrait. Anyway, so it all came crashing down in one winter evening of 974 as imperial garrisons all around the capital, so that's over here, Griffonheim. Well, actually, I think the dev diary doesn't say, so I wonder if it technically would have been Griffonstone at the time. Anyway, so imperial garrisons all around the capital found themselves facing tens, if not hundreds of thousands of angry commoners, all marching towards the imperial palace. While the emperor managed to escape to the countryside unharmed, many members of the Regency Council were lynched, those unlucky few who didn't manage to flee to their own lands. This event marked the beginning of the Griffonian Republic, which would not last very long, so the empire became a republic for a brief period of time. Many of the more powerful nobles amongst the empire's ranks saw the rise of the republic as a chance to finally break free of the empire's grasp. First to leave was the ancient kingdom of Wingbardia, that's over here, under the leadership of King Garibaldi Talenuel III, with their southern allies and fellow client states following shortly thereafter. So that's these blue countries over here. They're kind of they're more loyal to Wingbardi. The Wingbardian succession was quickly followed by King Gerard Discret of Aquileia, proclaiming the ancient kingdom independent once more. Now, this is not him. This is not the king that I'm referring to. But because that king would lose his head in the year 980, and an Aquilian, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, an Aquilian republic would be proclaimed. However, the republic itself would fall only 5 years later, and the Discret family would be restored to the Aquilian throne. So this is a family member of the previous king who got beheaded. So then, meanwhile, you have the Griffonian Republic over here. There's a counter-revolution in the year 979, resulting in the exile of the Republican supporters to the far north of the empire. So that's where we have the Griffonian Republic over here. Also over here, you're seeing, again, you've got the blue client states. So essentially, you're the Griffonian Empire here with your vassals. Wingbardi has its vassals. This kingdom has its vassals. And then up here, you have the Republic. It's, of course, a bit more complicated than that, but that's just broadly what's going on here. So they were exiled to the far north, and the restoration of Grover V to the throne happened. So, despite being the emperor once again on the imperial throne, the damage had already been done, as much of the country was in utter chaos. Out of the many lords, princes, and kings of Griffonia, only those in the imperial heartlands remained loyal to the young emperor, so again, that's right here. And even that would be considered a stretch, seeing as they maintained almost complete autonomy from the capital. In the meantime, the lands of the former empire descended into an orgy of violence, bloodshed, and destruction for nearly 30 years, leading to millions upon millions dead, uncountable amounts of orphans, and a complete economic and social collapse, societal collapse. I mean, these issues plague the entire continent to this day. So yeah, it's pretty bad all around here. Like, for example, when the game actually starts, the kingdom of Broadfield over here, which these are Griffons, is in a civil war with the Griffin Liberation Army. So a lot of stuff is going on. Now, make no mistake, the old empire the world once knew is now long dead. Nowadays, upon a throne of skulls sits the shadow of a once great nation, but the idea of a united Griffonia still resonates deep within the hearts of every Griffin. Now, we will have to be wary, for there are many who will fight tooth and nail to make sure that the dream of a united Griffonia comes to pass once more, but there are many more who shall ensure this dream remains just that, a dream. And that's what brings us to today, the 1st of January, 1007. We are the Griffonian Empire, or at least the tiny bits of what remains of it. Our Emperor Grover V, he's been here for a while. He's sickly. Quite frankly, this guy, he's got one claw on the grave and another on a banana peel. He's not going to be around very long. Let's take a look at our national spirits here. We have a bloated bureaucracy, which is adding half a point of daily political power costs, as well as lowering our stability by 10%. After years of neglect, failure to modernize, and general corruption, the imperial bureaucratic system has become a bloated abomination. We have an outdated military doctrine, which lowers our attack and defense by 10% each. And this is horribly crippling. Our land doctrine research time takes 75% longer. So, of course, that's not as bad as when I was playing as the Arcturian Order, but it's still pretty bad. So that's why I'm going to tell you guys right now, here's going to be my strategy. I'm actually not going to take any sort of land doctrine researches, at least not in the early part of the game. And this is going to probably be a long game. I'm anticipating this one's going to go about 15 years. No, it's definitely going to go at least 15 years. I should correct myself there. Now, we have mass illiteracy, which is also really hurting us. Due to pandemic illiteracy and a poor education system, this nation's scientific capabilities are severely impaired. Hence, it cannot hope to make any significant scientific advances in the near future. This lowers our production efficiency cap, lowers our construction speed, and increases our research time by another 60%. So when you stack this with the land doctrine, you can see why I'm not going to be going after land doctrine stuff anytime soon. Look at this. It would take me 619 days just to get one. Horrible. Horrible, horrible. Now, what else is going on in our empire? Let's see. Let's just start organizing everybody, I suppose. We do have one veteran unit of knights, the Knights of the Order of the White Lion, so that's something at least. Got a decent amount of generals and field marshals here. Elias Bronzetail, she's unfortunately old guard. I don't like that, so we're probably going to go with Eric Helltalon. here as our field marshal, or maybe I could promote somebody. Nice, we have a bearer of artillery here. This is what I'm talking about right here, and he's a fortress buster. August Duskwing here is going to be very important for my plans. First things first, no national spirits can be taken. They're all grayed out for the moment. So we'll come back to that later. So that also means, though, that we're going to be getting more political power each day. And let's increase our infrastructure a little bit, get some more resources. I'm going to have to be careful with what researches I take. I think we're going to do electronic mechanical engineering first. I think just going with the main three might be the best route, at least for right now. Actually, let's go to weapons 1. Alright, how many? Yeah, we've only got 2 division designs, I mean. Alright, let's get Hell Talon here. Duskwing, you'll be in charge of most of my artillery. And for the knights, let's go maybe with Reinhold Thundertail, or perhaps Mudbeak. Yeah, we're gonna go with Mudbeak here. Oh, we can actually already give him a new unit trait. Scavenger is nice. The fort is even nicer. Definitely some interesting possibilities here. But for now, we're just going to surround the capital. Whoops. Like that. Stay safe in the center of what is definitely ours. Alright, now, like I said, there's a lot going on. We have a lot of empire to recover. Wingbardi is, of course, to our south. We have Aquileia to the west. But we probably first need to get a stronger grip on the center of the continent. So, train trip. Despite his deteriorating health, the Emperor has decided to embark on a trip through the Empire via train in order to showcase the new Imperial railway system and, more importantly, convince the people that his days are not yet over. Reluctantly, after heavily protesting against the trip and arguing that he should stay in bed, the Emperor's doctors let him go. What is the worst that can happen? I get 100 political power. So, under a blue sky, Republicans to the north, Aquileia to the west, Wingbardi to the south, Ipacia to the east, and the aristocracy in the court. Enemies on all sides. The glory of our empire was once unmatched, our might unchallenged, our authority unquestioned. Times have changed, however. Our empire is now but a shadow of its former self. Nobles and revolutionaries alike have broken our empire apart, turning it into the dying bird of Griffonia, as they call it. Additionally, our beloved emperor has fallen ill, with his only heir remaining under age and incapable of ruling the empire. Due to this, various nobles and lowborn are wondering who is going to take charge of the empire during the regency. The future of the empire, weaker than ever, is uncertain. Dark times are ahead. Okay, we got 100 political power. Is there anything I can spend this on real quick? I could improve my workers' conditions real quick. No. Let's see if I can get to 150. I'd like to switch us maybe to... I don't think we're going to be able to go to partial mobilization, but I need to... I can get the silent work pony. Nope, I can't do that, you see. Not everybody has a portrait here in the Griffonian Empire, but it's basically done. It's just art stuff. It definitely is a functioning tree. And it's going to be fun. I've play tested this a little bit, but I've never gone that many years into it. I've just made sure that everything functions fine with the... even though there's those question marks over some of the portraits. Okay, we're at 150. Can't do Silent Work Pony yet. Don't want to do Prince of Terror. Captain of Industry might be the way to go. Can't go wrong with more infrastructure. See, some of these are going to be only available depending on which one I grab. Or maybe a Military Theorist is going to be in order. Nuclear Power, Military Theorist. We can't get off Civilian Economy. Actually, you know what we really need? Is limited conscription, because I have no manpower. Not any at all right now. So that's rough. See how it's going down here? The Griffin Liberation Army should win this war. It just kind of tends to be a matter of how long it takes sometimes. Alright, a perfectly normal day. All seems to have been going well in our court today as the Emperor met noble after noble, listening to their petty complaints, pretending to be listening to their pleas while trying not to fall asleep until the Emperor collapsed without warning. He was quickly rushed to his private chambers and is currently being taken care of by the Empire's finest medical experts. His days might be over at last. Okay, good thing I spent that political power because I just lost a bunch of it. Also, before I forget, I'm going to request forces from everybody. Come on, give me everything. Give it all. Wow, that's some bright hair. Who else have I not requested? Let's get it from you. Let's get it from you. Oh, you had a lot. You had 10 divisions. Why are you holding out on me, buddy? Huh? Oh, 24 exactly. How serendipitous. Perfect. Is there anyone I forgot? Oh, did I get these guys? Oh, there was more. Alright, they're doing their friendship game stuff over there in the east. I mean, in the west. Alright, we got everybody's stuff in order. Good. No sense in training these guys. They're all mostly regulars. I think they'll be fine the way they are. What do I need to trade for? Some aluminum. Right, what am I building now? Infantry equipment, artillery support. Let's get some. I think we're gonna want some planes. Yeah, just a little bit. There's not much in the way of air forces out here in the west. The Emperor is dead, unfortunately. After nearly a month of treatments and therapy, Emperor Grover V of his name was embraced by the claws of Boreas at the young age of 54. Due to his only son and heir, Prince Grover VI, not being of the age in which he is capable of ruling the country himself, a regency council consisting of nobles, merchant princes, and church officials shall take over the apparatus of state until a more suitable solution is found. Boreas save us all. We're going to take a lot of hits, and we have a regency council in charge. So the Emperor's passed away. This is only going to take a day. Emperor is dead. You can read that. Okay. Now we wait for another event. It should pop up pretty quick, though. Come on now. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go with that color. Piccolini is in charge down there in Wingbardy, so he's going to be going fascist. These guys, I think, are going to be going Republican, becoming harmonious or non-aligned. And then, of course, these guys are Republicans, too. But all will bow to the Emperor. There's simply no other way. Come on, event. When's it going to pop up? Is it in May? I think it's in May. That's okay. We'll have plenty to keep us busy soon enough. There we go. On the matter of the Regency, the first real issue the Regency Council is facing is who exactly it should allow into the council itself. The nobility, led by Duchess Gabrielle Eagleclaw, who is up here, it's this one, has proposed that only those of high birth should be able to attend and vote upon matters of importance in the council, which would effectively exclude the majority of both merchant princes and the various church officials from voting. What no one was expecting, however, was the various religious organizations within our country uniting under the banner of Archon Euros the Seventh of the Borean Temple and declaring that the entire council should not only be able to vote, but that they should also open the doors to influential commoners. So we could say only the highborn shall vote or open our doors to the commoners. So it says fascist, but it's more of a religious thing. Wait, oops, that's the wrong focus tree. Now, which one we take doesn't necessarily lock us into either direction, but I am thinking about going Duchess. Let me kind of double check over here. Recruitable population factor 10%, land reforms. I think I'm going to go this way. The Duchess. Yeah. I don't see anything on the fascist side that's super appealing to me in comparison. This gives me more recruitable population factor, but I think I'm going to be okay. So only the highborn shall vote. It's going to give us a plus 3% for the Imperial Party. And now I can take the Old Guard commoners in the Regency Council. What does this say? Nothing but wishful thinking. Nobles know what their subjects need and wants. It's going to give me a little more stability and war support. Of course, this would have given me more of that if I had done commoners in the palace. Okay. I don't have very many factories. but I still want to be getting a nice profit. Let's trade with the changelings because they're going to be Equestria's main enemy. And I'd like them to win because I'm sure Equestria is going to start guaranteeing everybody in a most annoying fashion. Alright, we're already mobilizing. Things are looking pretty good. A little bit short on infantry equipment, but it's no big deal. Alright, time for our industrial modernization efforts. This is going to turn us into a modern society. If we go down here, you'll see we have an outdated industrial sector, which is giving a minus 10% on several of my effects. So by going to modern society, that'll help us a lot. Although we'll still be suffering some negatives. And I'm taking mechanical computing now, rather than later. The sooner the better. Okay, on the manner of commoner rights, the second issue we face is how exactly should the average commoner be treated within the Empire. The nobility, pompous as ever, has stated that those who live upon their land are their property and shall remain as such. On the other hand, Archon Euros has proposed that we gradually give rights to all Griffons, lowborn or not. Power to the aristocracy. This is not going to be a Republican playthrough. We are the Emperor. Well, we're not the Emperor yet, we're still a Regency Council, but we are here to restore the Empire to its greatness. And everybody will be equal under the nobility. And they will be equal under me. Alright, only half a political power coming in a day. So we have to get rid of bloated bureaucracy, but I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm basically rushing down here to literacy campaign, which is going to help me get rid of this mass illiteracy national spirit, because the research time negatives are just awful. You know, research negatives are always bad, but when you're playing something like vanilla Hearts of Iron 4 or even Kaiserreich, your tech tree is only so big, so you can kind of plan accordingly. But here in Equestria at War, the focus tree, I mean, the tech trees are much bigger, and like I said, we're going to be doing a deep game. I'm anticipating us going to about 1022, so the sooner I can get rid of those research negatives, the better. Alright, cool, we're done there. This is all filled up already. Okay, let's build more infrastructure right here then, so we can get more resources. Alright, Of Things That Never Happened, an interesting book was published today, Of Things That Never Happened, by, wait, what is this? Assassinate Wingbardian Noble, okay, it's not super important right now. It's not important at all, don't even worry about it. Alright, industrial modernization efforts are complete. Let's complete the rights of the aristocracy. This is gonna, and I'm glad that not all of these are 70 days. So for example, rights of the aristocracy here with our shrunken empire and an increased influence from the archons, we must ensure that the nobility keep their rightful place on top of the imperial food chain. More stability, more war support, more non-aligned popularity, and of course, more recruitable population and political power costs. Although the recruitable population is not going to be really helpful because it's only for a year. Still, something's better than nothing, right? Okay, we're done with that. Let's move on over here to industry. We definitely want to get this up and running as fast as possible. Actually, construction can wait. Let's maybe I should... we got recon and engineering companies already. Should I quickly grab a better fighter? I think that actually might be what I want to do. We're gonna do that. We're gonna quickly grab a better fighter so we can get those in production, and that's gonna be it for our Air Force for a while. We don't need a huge one to rule the skies over here. For example, if we went over to the Griffonian Republic here, they actually don't have any planes. Wingbardy has some. What do they got? Yeah, they got a few. It's not much. It's really not going to take much at all. Resources are really what's going to stop my Air Force from growing, but as you can see, once we start to head west, I think things will be just fine. I'm sorry, I hope the music's not too loud. It's a little loud for me. I'm just going to lower it a little bit. Okay. Foreign ties, let's get some military factories, always nice. Looks like the crystals are mostly to the north, which I don't think we'll be advancing in for a while, so I'm probably not going to do any magical infantry stuff like I did in my Lunar Empire playthrough. But it's all fine, it's all good. Yeah, things are mostly just going to be us on 5 speed taking focuses until around the literacy campaign. Although maybe some exciting things will happen before that. We'll just have to wait and see. Wow, I think I jinxed the Liberation Army. It looks like the Kingdom of Brodfeld is doing just fine and is pushing them back. It still looks pretty fluid. Oh, they're starting to melt the spoons for rifles. Okay. Looks like my subjects are starting to build a couple more divisions, but it's fine. Wait, oh! What do we got here? Romua. Oh yeah, I forgot about them because they're so tiny, but we're gonna now officially get a new leader. Also, we have new factories. We're already working on that. Maybe some early bombers, just one will do it. Might as well, because I'm already trading for the material. I might as well get some more stuff in production as far as planes go. But yeah, here we go. Romua. Under Senator Ravioli. That's some funny stuff. Okay. What else was I going to bring up? There was something I was going to bring up, but I can't for the life of me remember what it was. It was about advancing my plans. Some break-off stuff is going on over here. Oh, wow, it looks like they went communist over here, Skyfall. So this is the... Huh, I've already forgotten. Did I have historical AI on or not? Things might start getting weird out here, guys, if I have historical AI off. But what was I bringing up? Oh yeah, so the Duchess, this is going to allow us to actually get a leader. The Regency is not going to be in charge anymore, so we will have Duchess Gabriel Eagleclaw as leader for our non-aligned party, and we're going to get a little bit of political power. It's only 50, but it's something. Then I need to decide what order these are going to be taken in, so let's take a minute here. This is going to reduce my daily political power costs, but it's going to cause me to have more consumer good factories, which kind of stinks, but it's not like I have a lot of factories at all anyway. I can have the Archon work with me, which is going to cost me more daily political power, but it's going to increase my population, but the fascists will get more popular. There's really no avoiding it. And then over here, we get additional construction speed and political power costs. Oh, I think this definitely has to be the way to go. We'll do that. Yeah, we'll go right to left, I think. Wait, industrial investments. Oh, I made a mistake. I should have tried to get rid of the bloated bureaucracy first, because I need these two to do that. It's fine. It's okay. Boy, it's a thrilling first episode, but don't worry, it's gonna be extra long because of this. Oh wow, the Griffin Liberation Army might make a comeback. It looks like they attacked Blackrock over here, and so now they've taken all their land. This has put them in a more powerful position, and now they're able to drive further towards into this kingdom. What else is happening in the rest of the world? The Penguins are a kingdom. Let's see, Archon's defiance. After securing a victory for the nobility in the Regency Council and alienating both the Eastern Lords and the Archons, things were finally somewhat stabilizing in the Imperial capital. Until today, that is, after a regular meeting, Archon Euros and Archon Proteus promptly denounced Duchess Gabriella and her allies as heathens and traitors, after which they both left the capital. They were shortly afterwards joined by Lord Protector Ramu, Duke of Yaldom, Baron of Angriver, and the Prince of Catarin. Several hours after these events, they all formally declared their secession from Griffonia. Curse you, Archons, curse you. It just cost me 200 political power for all that stuff. That's pretty bad. So yeah, if we look here, they're now a junior personal union partner. These guys are. It's okay. We've got the divisions. Yeah, so these two are the ones that have broken off, the Katarine Principality and the Yale Bandits. Did anyone else break off? Oh, these guys did too. So, let's start getting divisions in position. Get some of you here, some of you there. you there. Wait. Oh, there's the problem. I need to delete the old order. I'm trying to delete the old order. Come on now. What is going on here? Vasily, one general secretary. That's no surprise. That's the historical route. Now we must prepare for war. Actually, let's get about half of these guys and also put them on this front line. Right there. Don't want them to sneak up on us. Okay, and these ones haven't been assigned anywhere yet either. Let's put them... Whoops. Right here, again. Better. Yeah, we should be able to make pretty short work of these guys. Because I've already requested their divisions. But even if we hadn't. We just wait now. Which track is this? We're listening to Victory right now. To victory indeed! Alright, done. Finally, we will establish the Imperial Advisory Council in an effort to centralize the power of the regent. Duchess Gabriella wishes to establish the Imperial Advisory Council. With this new council in place, only nobles loyal directly to the crown possess the right to vote on matters of importance. And the Republic has been established and is starting to gobble up some people. It's in the middle of a war right now. Let's see how that goes. Theodore? Huh. Wait a second. Oh, sorry. For the... Okay, mute. There we go. Alright, finally done with the dispersed industry. We're in 1008. Definitely gonna get more of this. And should I get the radio or... Nope. You can't go wrong with getting your production efficiency cap up, especially since I'm approaching it with a lot of these. Now, eventually I can actually right now begin to work on modern industrial methods, but I want to time this out correctly because I'm going to get two 50% bonuses for my industry, which of course I want. Alright, and we've got fighter ones. Excellent. We're basically firing on all cylinders here. Everything looks real good. Let's get the construction worked on, and when I need to think about how I'm going to time out the 50% industrial research time. How long would this take to research? 56 days. Maybe I actually should take it now, so then I can use it on Dispersed Industry 3 and Production Efficiency Cap 3. On the other hand, how bad's the bloated bureaucracy hurting me? It's less daily political power, cost, and stability. Okay, after I've done this, then I think I'll maybe pivot over there. On the other hand, again, though... See, these are the decisions to make, right? On the other hand, again... This mass illiteracy is reducing my research time for everything by 60%, so maybe I really do need to get that done before I start thinking about industrial stuff. Does Stalingrad own this? Well, would you look at that? Azbakan. Okay, I think I can now safely begin to modify these divisions. Actually, no, I can't, because I don't have any army experience yet. So, right now, only early mobilization is available to me, so I think the next chance I get, I might just grab the military theorist. But we'll be able to get it twice as fast now, once we are done with matters of bureaucracy. Griffin Liberation Army is still going. See, and once we're done with the literacy campaign, it's not going to take too long before we can get annex war goals, which of course I want, but I've only got 41 divisions in my army. It's not huge right now. So you can see the Republic here, they've got 27. Wingbardy's got, what? 21, and I'm sure that's going to start rising once the fascists seize control of the Parliament. God, I hate this teal color. Better. Anything's better. Alright, matters of bureaucracy, and finally we can get the literacy campaign, which is also going to give us 50 political power. Now, the mass literacy is not going to go away all at once. It's going to be a rolling effort as the literacy in the country increases. See, without modernization, our empire will crumble. However, we cannot hope to modernize without granting our people basic education. It will take some time, but it's time to start our literacy campaign. So, very important. Military training. This... Oh, no, that costs political power. No, thank you. Yeah, what are the ones I don't care? I don't care about promises of peace. I don't care about these. These raids actually might be pretty good. Our extra political power is now gone, so as you can see, we are lowering how much is mobilizing per day at the moment. But as soon as this is done, we can grab the military theorist, and so then we'll really get moving. I'm sure everybody else hasn't been standing still. What's going on with the Arcturian Order? Alright, they're going to go with William Steelbeak. And the Dreadlord is doing the skeletons. Let's see how the AI plays it out compared to how I did. Alright. Military theorist, thank you. And... this gives me a research slot. There's so much to grab, but... I think I will get those modern industrial methods. And I think today's episode has actually gone on long enough. Don't worry, everybody. This series should be going up daily, or at worst, every other day. It's going to be a long one. We've got a long way to go. Oh, the Civil War just ended down here. Yep. Yeah, the Griffonian Liberation Army has now become the Griffonian Revolutionary State. Good for them. It's quite a comeback. I wonder if I get cores on them. Anyway, in the next episode, we'll probably go to war. So, thank you for your time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click the notification bell so that you're always notified whenever a new video in the series goes up. I'm Conquering History Games, and I'll see you then. Bye!